anomaly. Move the box. Move the box. Both dimensions. Reduce the probe size. Push analyze. You can also use Alt to reduce the size of your probes, and you can use B to start the scan. Not that that's going to make it any easier. And sometimes when it gets down to the last, like halfway, you got to zoom in, and you notice like when you zoom in, you're like way off. Although I've found that screwing around too much to try to be perfect in all the directions doesn't really cater into making it faster. Well, I want to find a relic site here. They're all wormholes. How you coming on AXJ?
AXJ. I'm down to almost a. And I have.
Did you find AXJ? You got to stay on the same one
Yes.
until it's.
Yes.
What was it?
I'm on. Nothing. I'm there. I'm down to the last. Down to 50 AU, and it's still a red X. And I've got all my filters, anomalies.
No, it's not the filters. So, okay, let's start over. Start over all the way at the top of the. All the way at the top.
Oh, okay. Have you done AXJ?
No, I've done all the other ones except AXJ. They're all finished. Well, finished enough to know we're not going to do them. Okay, so on AXJ, just follow along with me. We're going to double click the red X so it's in the center of our screen.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to make our probes as big as they can possibly be.
Yes.
Right? Then we're going to double click to make sure our box is centered in both dimensions.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to push the B button or push the analyze button.
Yes.
Okay. We're just going to let that run. While that's running, it'd be a good idea to hit V a couple times to make sure nobody's looking for us. Okay. Did that red X turn into a little spot? A little dot.
And it moved. It moved about.
Yes.
It moved halfway across.
Okay. So now we're going to double click that dot to recenter it. We want to focus on that. So our probe scanners figured out that it wasn't in the place that it said it was in. Okay. It found the signature. We got to try somewhere else, right? So now we're going to grab our box again, and we're going to put the box on the center of the dot.
Got it.
Okay. And then we're going to double click to get the second dimension to make sure that the box is in the center of the dot on both dimensions, right?
Yes.
Now we're going to go to the AU probe size, and we're going to reduce that to 16 AU. So our probes come smaller. We're starting to track down where this thing is at, and we're going to hit the analyze button. And sometimes you get them, and they just are really hard to scan down. I'm thinking that these aren't those ones. We'll see, though. The other ones scan down really easy. This one's looking like... So there the dot moved again, right?
Did.
Okay. So we're going to grab our box. We're going to move our box to be square with that. We're going to double click to get the second dimension. We're going to move our box again. So then check it to make sure it's in the middle. And sometimes this is where if you scroll in a little bit, it'll move a little bit, and you can play with it and be a little more perfect with it. But like I said, I don't think it really makes a difference. And then we're going to reduce the size to 8 AU.
Yep.
And we're going to hit analyze again. Push V to descan. The only thing on descan is our probes and our ships. Okay, so that dot moved again, right?
Yep.
So we're going to double click AXJ TACT 880. We're going to move our probes again. So grab the box, move the box. Scan up. Both dimensions. When both dimensions look good, reduce the size of the probes. Push the Analyze button. Okay, moved a little bit again. I'm at 7.8%, so you're probably at about the same.
10.5.
Okay, so you're doing a better job of scanning it down right now than I am even. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. Double click that thing to center it on our screen. Move our probes to the middle of it. Get both dimensions right. Reduce the probe size. And scan. Okay, probably starting to move less.
There we go. And now it's yellow.
Okay, and what is it? What is it?
Wormhole. Scanning difficulty 2.
Another wormhole. Okay. Well, we failed at finding a data site.
But now we're in regular space, right?
We're not. We're in low sec right now. So
But regular space. We're not in.
We're not. Yeah, we jumped into a wormhole and then out of a wormhole, and the wormhole took us all the way across the galaxy to different space. So it's like a connection, right? So we could track that connection, and we could use that to jump back and forth between those two places, which are like 40 jumps away from each other. So there you did it. Now you got it. So was that different than what you were doing, or was it the same as what you were doing?
Same was what I was doing.
Okay, this is one of them. Like it really is finicky and weird. It's really easy to get yourself onto another anomaly or do something wacky where you're tracking on it but don't quite hit it, and then you go past a level and you lose all your progress on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, where does this? So if we right click on this wormhole and we hit show info.
Is this the one we came out of?
This is not the one. This is the one we just scanned down.
Oh. Well, let's call it a night.
Yeah.
Coming up at 11 o'clock.
Oh, what did I do here? Alt F9.